Hi children, here we are going to discuss about question answers of the lesson garbage in and garbage out. Here are the short answer question type. Next, the first one, what type of worms are used for vermicompost? We know that it is red worm. It is a kind of earthworm. Second question, what type of garbage is collected in blue dustbins and green dustbins? In blue dustbin, we collect non-biodegradable materials like plastic, glass, metal, etc. And whereas in green dustbin, we collect biodegradable material like cattle wastage, animal wastage or plant wastage, and as well as kitchen wastage. Next question, what type of garbage is not converted into compost by the red worm? Those are non-biodegradable materials like glass and metal and plastic. Next, name the structures present in the red worm which helps them in grinding the food which they eat, that is gizzard. Gizzard is a grinder that is present at the neck portion, nothing but at the pharynx, and it grinds the material to make it into compost. Next, name two waste materials which can be recycled: paper and as well as the material which is recyclable, which is made up of recyclable plastic. And what is the name given to the manure prepared by the action of red worms on the kitchen wastage? It is called vermicompost. Name the good method for disposal of household garbage such as fruits and vegetable peels, leftover food, and fallen leaves, that is composting. Next, which of the following are used in vermicompost? In vermicompost, we use plant wastage and animal wastage as well as leftover food. And here, along with this, what kind of organisms do we use? Earthworms, red worms, round worms, flat worms. We use red worms. What are the two colors of the dustbins provided by municipality in some cities to collect different kinds of garbage? The blue dustbin and the green dustbin. Name two components of garbage which can rot when buried in the soil and two which cannot. So the components which can be rot, they are called biodegradable material like a plant wastage and animal wastage or leftover food. And second one is non-biodegradable material like plastic and metal and as well as glass. Next, what do you think the best way to dispose the leftover food at home? That is making compost of this. And next, fill in the blanks. Vermicomposting uses dash to turn the kitchen wastage into very high quality manure. We use red worms. Next, all the packaging material are useless and go out as wastage or garbage. Now short answer type questions. Which of the following waste material present in household garbage can rot when we bury it in the ground and which cannot? Polythene bag, it cannot rot. Paper bag, it rots. Vegetable peel, it rots. Aluminum foil, it won't rot. Broken glass, it won't rot. Tea leaves, it rots. Next, 14th question. Explain why it is better to use compost instead of chemical fertilizers. The chemical fertilizers are man-made fertilizers and they contain chemicals or salts. And here these chemicals can able to change the soil health, means the pH changes the soil become infertile, so that it is better to use compost or vermicompost instead of chemical fertilizers. What are the various kinds of waste or garbage which can be used for making vermicompost? In making of vermicompost, we use particularly plant wastage and as well as animal wastage. Along with these, household wastage, the two kitchen wastage like vegetable peel or leftover cooked food can be used for the making of vermicompost. And next, can we add plastic coated plates or papers in the vermicompost pit? Give reason for your answer. No, we should not include or add plastic coated papers. Why? Because plastic is non biodegradable, so that even the red worm unable to digest it and it won't convert it into compost. So we should not add these plastic coated papers into the vermicompost pit. Next question. Why are some powdered eggshell added in the food of vermicompost in the compost pit? Why? Because here red worm it has a gizzard to grind the food, and at the gizzard this eggshell powder helps it to grind the food well and makes the wastage into better high quality manure or compost. Next, why should the kitchen wastage containing salt, pickles, oils, vinegar, milk and meat preparations not be added as a food for redworms in the compost pit? Here redworms it do not take the food like pickles, salt, oil, vinegar and milk. Why? Because they contain acid. So these materials may change the pH of the digestive system or the gastric juices, so that they won't use this material as a food for the red worms in the compost pit. If you and your friends are given a choice to eating food in a plastic plate or a banana leaf platter at a party, which one would you select? Why? Right? So here we should prefer the banana platter. Why? Because the banana leaf platter is a biodegradable material and it can be used to prepare the compost or vermicompost, whereas the paper plates which are coated with the plastic, these are non biodegradable and it causes soil pollution or it changes the health of the soil. So we should not use the paper plates, we should use definitely the banana platters. Next, state one difference between composting and vermicomposting. What are the advantages of vermicomposting? The difference is that in composting we are not adding any worm like red worms, whereas vermicompost is made up of red worms. Both are decomposition processes, but here microbes decomposes in case of composting, whereas in vermicomposting the materials get composted with the help of red worms. And here advantage of vermicompost is that the manure will be high quality manure and we can get them within 2 months. The vermicompost can be prepared within 2 months, whereas normal composting it takes more than 2 months time. Next question, what are red worms? With which process the garbage disposal are the red worms associated? Here red worms are a kind of earthworms and they use garbages as their food, and after that whatever the excreta is there it is added to the soil and then soil become manure. So red worms they depend upon the garbage material for the decomposition process, so they are the decomposers, so that they require these garbage materials. What is meant by biodegradable garbage and non-biodegradable garbage? Give two examples of each type of garbage. The garbage which can be rot means which can be decomposed by the microbes. They are called biodegradable garbage. Example, the paper, plant wastage and animal wastage. Whereas non-biodegradable materials or garbage cannot be degraded or decomposed by the microbes and they remain as it is in the soil. Example, metals, glass and plastic. They are called non-biodegradable garbage. Next, what can we do to reduce the generation of garbage and getting rid of garbage? Here we have to follow the proper disposal management methods, and as well as we should not produce more garbage, means we should reuse or recycle the garbage so that we can get rid of garbage from our society. And next, is it possible to reduce the problem relating the disposal of garbage? Discuss. Yes, definitely there is a possibility of getting rid of disposal of garbage and as well as production of garbage. Actually, here when we produce more garbage, the problem become use. So here we have to reuse the garbage or recycle the garbage so that repeated use and making it into useful material makes the problem to be solved. For example, if you use the jute bag instead of plastic, then it does the reducing in use of plastic, right? And next, come to last question. Give two advantages of recycling of old newspapers or old papers. Here, when you recycle the newspapers, for the preparation of ton of paper, we require to cut 17 trees. So simply, if you recycle the paper, you need not to cut down the trees, and it is equal to protecting the trees. And as well as we no need to cut the trees, and as well as it is very cheap to recycle the newspaper. So we reduce the wastage of newspaper and garbage produced by the newspaper by recycling of paper. So with this we completed our question answers discussion, and we'll discuss about the new lesson in further topics. And read well. I'll conduct a test on this lesson very soon, and get ready, be prepared. Thank you now.